They don't even know me. Now they feeling different when the money so fast. I got lace low key. Shawty keep it down, I'ma be right back. I don't switch modes, yeah. Only switch names in sports, that's fact. I ain't pay notice. You know that won't play like me. Something that your money won't reach. Then she gave no love for me. Oh, yeah. You know that won't play like me. Something that your money won't reach. Then she moves so sexually. Oh, it's a million now. It's a million now. It's a million now. It's a million now. Gotta keep them pockets greased up, can't slip. Gotta get my mama's new whip, new crib. Tell your shawty listen from the city, from the sticks. And no matter where I throw it, yeah, she know it's gon' stick. Shawty isn't me, no babe. Shawty isn't me, no, yeah. It's a million now. It's a million now. It's a million now. It's a million now. Heard about it, let me get it on T. And you know I'm holding out for the G60. That she want a Louis and a VV. Riding around the CG. Heard about it, let me get it on T. And you know I'm holding. Good morning, Discord. Good morning, YouTube. Okay, let's do some analysis really quick. All right, so we had. All right, we had significant drop in the pre-market, very significant. Now we want to see if we're gonna do some little bit of recovery here. I think we got a major level right here. Okay, so we have the 20 right here at about 573.49. We have the 5, 586, and the 200. We're at the 200 right now, so let's not rush anything. Let's look at the 7802. All right, let's see what we got today. Who has FOMO on that call right now? You gotta measure your risk to reward, right? If you go in now, is 577.49 gonna be the target? Did we? So we broke, retested, didn't get a proper rejection of the 200 yet.
Just be patient today because it's going to be volatile. Premiums are a little bit high. Let's see if we head up and test this 577.49. Why am I saying that? Because look at this major liquidity right here. So let's see if we get a we'll just give it time. Who has FOMO on that call though? Woo. All right. Exactly where we expected it to go. Next key level is going to be 579.61. Tremendous amount of FOMO on this these opening candles. See if this forms ahead anytime soon. Let's check our higher time frame. Looks like we could have a little bit more for a little bit more upside. So if it wants to continue up, our entry is going to look something like this, right? We haven't formed any other meaningful algo yet, so just give it a second. Your safety for the puts is going to be underneath 576.01. So let's see how much this pulls back, if at all. Which means there's probably a 50-50 right here. So our up scenario is going to look something like this. Our down scenario, if we form a head right here, right, we want to see something like that. Just be patient, we're at the 50-50. If you're looking for puts, your safety is going to be below, right, to tag the 200. I might need to adjust this just a bit.
gotta know by now. You just know my name, Wish they see my face, Baby, all the time, I'm on it. Come on, it down, I'm on it. Let me get some money, I'm on it. You gotta send for me, I'm in my way. I'm on my way, I'm out of time, got this weight on me. I'm missing out, tell me what's it gonna be. I'm holding down like you let it on me. I'm holding down what you need. OMW, I'm my mama, OMJ. Well, I think that you forgot but what you saw in me. Caught a love, but please don't be the one who got away. Just a humming, talking when I come and humming E. Hate the fact that we ain't spoken in some weeks. Blood on hands, but we just rinse it and repeat. Let's speak a language that we both know how to read. See, baby, all the time, I'm on it. Come on, it down, I'm on it. Let me get some money, I'm on it. You gotta send for me, I'm in my way. I'm on my way, yeah. I learned to cope, I learned to tank, I learned to float, look, I learned some things. And taught a nigga how to earn your trust, I'm not concerned with them, I know you hurt some things. Look, I ain't perfect, I'm hurting, babe, that make two of us the way you purchase things. The service level not serving us, I gotta let you in so you interpret things the way I meant, and may I vent. Based off the things you post online, I can't help but think you gotta stay off that. Embrace the fact I won't brace myself for no downfall, know they pray on that. If loving you will make me crazy, girl, then giving up on you will make a psychopath. I'm on my way, I wait out back, yeah. Shawty, is she worried if I might show? Damn, it's hard to care for a side though. Out here with my mans in a night show. Drinking party, yeah, we keep the lights low. I've been by mine all the way. Ice cold, what a nigga gotta say now. Sipping any, we be mobbing through the night, oh yeah. Moving like we trapping out of Vando. I need, I need, I need, I need, I need. I need, I need, I need, I need, I need. I need you here for me. Don't you fuck around, I know you hurt about me. I need, I need, I need, I need, I need. Oh, let's go, I got money on me. New city, new bitch, new kid. It's calls and the rain on me. I've been down and out, but a nigga still breathing. Saying my prayers for the check. Straight shooter like I'm walking with a tech. Move deep and I'm pounding on my chest. You know what I want. You know what I need. Ice cold bitch when I'm sipping my tea. I don't mean it.
All right, if you took the 50-50 put, protect your trade. Your trade's protected now. If you want to wait for the break of 576.01, wait for it to test pretty much exactly where I am. A little rejection and then follow through. Protect that trade. It's going to be volatile today.
Touchdown in the matrix. Shawty send me your location. 120 on the freeway speeding. Big check, blue pills, I'm beating. Young boy finna do my thing. Get the FBI, put a case on me. Feel like everything gon' cave on me. Shawty, hold on, have faith in me. You don't wanna. Oh, I gotta. But I gotta.
Easy money. Easy money. There it is. All right. Protect your trade. You can't lose from here. Protect your trade. Very simple. Very simple. We stayed inside this magenta here. Your trade's protected. You can't lose from here. But here's the thing. You can't hesitate and you can't let one green candle scare you out. So if you took this and went down here, you moved your stop and you got stopped out, and now you see it continuing, you'll start to see the pattern in your trading, right? If you stick to the strategy, you'll know when we break the magenta is when we get out, if you're on single contracts. There's another algo forming, I'm sure. So let's look for, if you want another entry, let's look for another blue. So it looks like it might be build in purple, break a blue for today.
I don't need nobody for the day. I just need somebody for the night. Been there and I never been the same. Been there, but I'm not the one to blame.
It's gonna get volatile right here. See this same candle we had right over here? It's gonna get volatile. Start moving your stop. Start thinking about taking profit.
Catching feelings with my pipe dream mono. Piece of me, piece of my, took some time. I'm just reaping what I sow.
Start moving your stop. Start collecting. Okay, good early morning base hit. Good early morning base hit. Yeah, it's gonna be volatile. Today's one of those days where you just buy a strangle in the beginning of the day. Buy a call, buy a put, see which one wins. They don't even know me. Now they feeling different when the money so fast. I got lazy low key. Shawty keep it down, I'ma be right back. I don't switch mode, yeah. Only switch names in sports, that's fact. I ain't paying notice. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to trade in here. Look at these engulfing candles. One green, one huge red, one huge green. These engulfing candles, let's let it play out. So it looks like we're just firmly in this blue. I can probably get rid of this.
Gotta get my mama's new whip, new crib. Tell your shawty listen from the city, from the sticks. And no matter where I throw it, yeah, she know it's gon' stick. Shawty isn't me, no babe. Shawty isn't me, no, yeah. Isn't me, or no. Isn't me, or no. Isn't me, or no. Isn't me, or no. Heard about it, let me get it on T. And you know I'm holding out for the G60. Especially when the Louis and the VV. Riding on the CG. Know you heard about it, let me get it on T. And you know I'm holding out for the G60. All the greed and the lust, cause you want a piece of the pie, all that shit is bleeding me dry, I don't want your piece in the vice, hold it down for me, these I like bitches all the time, these days I ain't even gon' lie, don't let me down, I've been throwing these hundreds on a dime, spent 7 on that, bring no wedding vows.
So when we reach down to the 200, this cup and handle is going to be done. If we reach down there, the cup and handle is going to be complete. Then we need to look for our next setup, right? So we had the head up here, which we identified very early. We had the shoulder right here, which we identified. And yeah, that was a good trade.
Money in this neighbor like it came from the street. Shawty in Vienna, gotta get it with me. Shawty know, gotta know, already know I'm like that. Set, straight back to the quick switch cars, I'm right back. Left, and he knows that he can't. I didn't go relax, no, when I move right to left, yeah. Shawty won't slide, try to know me. I can never get it too close, me. Cause she heard I got it on me, yeah. Couldn't pull it up like me, shit. Now she tryna load up my phone, shit, I'm in the booth going ghost, now they heard I got it on me, yeah. Now they hear I got it on me, yeah. Best out the scene, bitch, I'm the best out the scene. Bulletproof if you know what I mean. Lately I just been questioning things. Now you wanna stay with me for nice. Baby, I just wanna treat you right. Yeah, I'm thinking late through the night. And baby, you can stay if you like. Ain't no stress in this stress legs, baby.
This is tough to trade. You gotta put, whew. So let's say if it does break, your risk has to be all the way up here, right? If you want to put the proper stop. But you see how choppy it is. Just wait. If you didn't take this 50-50 and hold on for dear life, you're in the middle of the water now. So there's no trade here yet. Let's look for deep structure. We got the 200 right here. It's flirting with the 200.
with G6 feet, this baby shit for me. 100,000, couple M's don't make it G. Cash me in my bag and put that 40 right.
Remember, your risk to reward is from the blue to here. So you got to figure, is it worth it? When I say here, I mean 576.01. So is it worth it to take that risk? Your best bet is just to wait for the deeper structure. What I mean by that is, see, if this is the 200 at 575.76, wait for the break, the retest, and the rejection. That's your safe bet for puts. That's going to be your safe bet for puts. The break, retest, and reject underneath the 200. So even if it does break 576.01, even if it does break below this, right? Well, this 576.01 is just confirming this inverse cup and handle. So even if it does break, you still want to wait for the deeper structure, meaning the break, the retest, and the rejection of the 200. What we do know is we're stuck in this range. We're stuck right in this range right here. I'm going to clean up the chart just a bit. We could have a longer term bolt up coming in. So we're testing to see if it's going to be build in magenta and then break green for the up. And then it looks like it's going to be build in purple and then break blue for the down. So once we break above 577.49, the original cup, let me do it over again. This original cup and handle is no longer valid because we go off the levels. Not just me drawing, we have to go off the price levels, right? Because the price is where the liquidity's at. So once we break above this 577.49, this is invalid, the inverse cup and handle. But until then, we're just stuck in this range right here.
tell me I'm making this shit look. Stacks in the leader, all of us teed up. 16 fees now, pay my fees up. All of us teed up, we gon' whip down like yeah, you know. Money so loud they already know. Yes, you know we found a way. On my body spill the shirt. I don't know, ain't no the way. I'm on way, down when it get like that. I'ma hold out to maybe. Even God when I always gon' say, how you been good, fucking it. Should've won signs of 10 on my side and 10 on my side of Libra. They come round, don't talk like that, don't come right back, they reaching. I forget what a kick.
Protect your trade on break of green. Protect this trade. Protect that trade. The high of day is going to be, let's see if we get some. The high of day is going to be at 578.18. So as soon as it broke this, it invalidated the inverse cup. Look at the money we just printed. Look at the money we just printed. Protect that trade. Look at the money. There it is. There it is. Come on, give me a little bit more. So we're at high a day here, so expect a little, maybe a little pullback, right? Let's see if we break through. Protect this trade. You should be in profit by now. Even if you took the break of 577.49. All right, let's see if we stay inside this purple. Because then if we do stay inside the purple, or if we break out of the purple, then we got to watch out for something called a double top, right? Which looks like this. So that's what we're looking out for. If we continue up, or if we're double topping right here. You're still in this trade from break of green. We haven't broke purple. You're in profit now. Trail your stops along this purple algo. Look at the money we printed. We know we're going to meet some resistance right here, right? Because it's the high of day. It got tested twice over here. Now we're testing it twice again. Okay, so let's say if it does break above again, then you wait for the next setup, right? What does the setup look like? It's going to look like we break above, we build in purple, we build in green, and then break the green. You're still in this trade, right? Break a green. You're trailing your stop along the purple.
I think that you forgot but what you saw in me. Caught a love but please don't one who got away. Just a humming talking when I come in humming E. Hate the fact that we ain't spoken in some weeks. Blood on hands but we just rinse it and repeat. Let's speak a language that we both know how to read. See, baby, hold it down, I'm on it. Come on, it down, I'm on it. Let me get some money, I'm on it. You gotta sit for me, I'm in my way, yeah. I learned to cope, I learned to tank, I learned to float. dope, look, I learned some things. And taught a nigga how to earn your trust. I'm not concerned with them, I know you heard some things. Look, I ain't perfect, I'm hurting, babe. That make two of us the way you purchase things. The service level not serving us. I gotta let you in so you interpret things the way I meant. And may I vent based off the things you post online. I can't help but think you gotta stay off that. Embrace the fact I won't brace myself for no downfall. I know they pray on that. If loving you will make me crazy, girl, then giving up on you will make a psychopath. I'm on my way, I went on that. Shawty, is she worried if I might show? Damn, it's hard to care for a side though. Out there with my mans in a night show. Drinking party, yeah, we keep the lights low. I'm in my mind all the way. Ice cold, what a nigga gotta say now. Sipping honey, we be mobbing through the night, oh yeah. Moving like we trapping out of Vando.
Now let's look to see if we get a something like that, right? Shoulder, head, shoulder. Let's see. Or if we're just continuing in this blue. You see how the blue's holding firm? Maybe a momentum candle here. It would have been better if the momentum candle completely engulfed this one. That would have been a lot better, but we don't know. We're gonna see. So far, 2 base hits, right? The what time was this? So 9:42 Eastern, and then this break of green. Those are good trades.
Touchdown in the matrix, yo. Shawty send me your location, 120 on the freeway speeding. Big checks, blue pills, I'm feeding. Young boy finna do my thing. Get the FBI, put a case on me. Feel like everything okay on me. Shawty, hold on, have faith in me, You don't wanna, oh I gotta, but I gotta. You don't wanna, like you wanna see her every day. She just wants somebody for the night. You call, I'll be on my way. Hard to love me when you got nothing to chase. She just wants somebody for the night. Shawty wanna use me up. I don't need you no more. Shawty wanna use me up. I don't really feel no more. Shawty wanna use me up. I don't really care no more. Shawty wanna use me up.
Okay, we never broke the blue. We did break the green. Protect that trade. This would have been very hard to get in. You would have had to be like right on it. So this one probably missed you already. This was very hard to get in. Also might be a stop hunt candle. That'll be a nasty stop hunt if that's what it just did. But also looks like a momentum candle to me. So we'll see if it gives us a little pullback to retest 578.18 before it continues up. We want to wait for the retest because we want to see if it's a stop hunt. Clean up the chart just a bit. So if you look at your 5-minute chart, we already plotted all this on the 5-minute. On the 5-minute, it was the break of this blue. So you got to use all the tools that I'm providing. You can't just stay honed in, focused in on one chart. You got to use multiple time frames to see what's happening. So let's see if we build some strength. If we form 578.02 as some type of support, then we'll look for the push up off. We're still firmly in this blue. We're firmly in this blue. Don't forget, your safety puts, safety quote unquote, are going to be underneath 576.01. Okay, so this is pretty much what happened. We had our head, shoulder, shoulder. This is why you got to zoom out. You can't be mad if you didn't catch this candle because it was literally one candle where it happened. So don't be mad about this one. Nothing you can do about that one. And you also you don't have to chase every single, not every single candle's a trade, right? We don't have to chase every single candle. If you want to trade properly, you wait for the setup. What's the setup? For the puts, something like that, right? It's going to take a long time. There's going to take some time for that to develop, if that happens. And again, the reason why you want to wait for this right here, like that, underneath the 200, is because we need to stop out all these people. We need to make sure all these people got stopped out so we know we have strength to go down further. right? So we build the strength by going up in this blue. This blue gave us the strength. If it's going to go down, now you know they got stopped out when it gets down to here, to the 200. So if you just want to scalp and do it with the little algos, I guess that's fine too, but you can get direction when you understand the setup. I'm gonna clean up the chart. You see what's happening. I stepped away for a second. Oh, look. Hey, break a blue. There it is. Break a blue. Protect your trade. Look at the money we printed. Break a blue. I told you. We're going to build in purple. Break the blue. Easy money. Easy money. Protect your trade. Look, the blue broke. Break a blue. Build in purple. Break the blue. That was our plan. And the reason why we didn't want to go in on this momentum, because we wanted to see if it was a stop hunt. And guess what it was? A stop hunt. Look at the money we printed. Good job. Easy money. Okay. All right. Even if you get stopped out, good trade. Good trade. Break a blue, easy money. How many points? From 77, 73 to 76. Good money. Good job. Oh, I stepped away for like 1 second and it broke the blue when I stepped away. I didn't get to take that one.
Yeah, when money come to stones, I just stick and move. No way got me spending with my waves. Yeah, since we young as we was dreaming about a Maybach. Yeah, now I'm looking for my 41 day days now. She said that she adore me, Christy and they on me. This is how she think, yeah she think, yeah. Say she adore me, Christy and they on me. Fuck with me some more.
I want to see how we react to this yellow. Because this might be like that. And like that. So now we're going to see if cup, handle. I'm just going to make another high a day. Today's just choppy. Choppy day, you gotta get in and get out. This is just chop. You can't trade in here. There's no trade in here. We needed to see continuation inside blue, but we didn't. Instead it broke through blue again. So if you took break of blue, protect your trade. Let's look for it to break orange for puts. We want to see if we have maybe the head, shoulder, other shoulder. Just be patient. You don't have to be in a trade at all times. Wait for the setup. Because what we do know, we're just bouncing around in this orange. I might need to adjust it a little bit. I think that's as good as I can get it. Yeah, we're just in this orange. Look, I learned some things and taught a nigga how to earn your trust. I'm not concerned with them, I know you hurt some things. Look, I ain't perfect, I'm hurting, babe. That make two of us the way you purchase things. The service level not serving us, I gotta let you in so you interpret things the way I meant. And may I vent based off the things you post online. I can't help but think you gotta stay off that. Embrace the fact I won't brace myself for no. Let's see if we form some type of support up here on the 30-minute. I'm on my way, I wait out back. So what we do know is buy calls on the bottom of this orange, buy puts on the top of the orange. That's what we do know. Now if it does break the orange, we want confirmation. We don't want to just go on the break because we don't want to get stop hunted again, right? So wait for some confirmation on the break of orange. This is just chop. You can't trade in here.
Shawty, is she worried if I might show? Damn, it's hard to care for his side though. Out here with my mans in a night show. Drinking party, yeah, we keep the lights low. I'm in my mind all the way. Ice cold, what a nigga gotta say now. Sipping any, we be mobbing through the night, oh yeah. Moving like we trapping out of Vando. I need. Money on me, new city, new bitch, new kid. This call's gonna rain on me. I've been down and out, but a nigga still breathing. Saying my prayers for the check. Straight shooter like I'm walking with a tech. Move deep and I'm pounding on my chest.
You gotta learn to identify the chop.
You know what I need. Ice cold bitch when I'm sipping my tea. I don't mean feeling myself. Feeling my knees, feel like repercussions ain't gon' ever catch me. Heard what I said, and I can't help it. I ain't never gonna rest, never gonna test me, check me. I need. You here for me. Don't you fuck around, I know you hurt by me. I need. Touchdown in the matrix.
So if it does break orange, that's when we're looking for our puts. It was break yellow for the calls, break green for the calls, right? So if you took this break of green, protect your trade.
For the night, you call, I'll be on my way. Hard to love me when you got nothing to chase. She just wants somebody for the
Yeah, this is just chop. You're just in this orange. In the orange, that's all we are. Can't trade this. But this is why I don't like trading on Fridays. You all know that.
Shawty wanna use me, yeah. Run it up, I'm mobbing. None of y'all niggas, they poppin'. Yeah, I know you do this often. I'm running out of options. I'm okay, I'm fine. I'ma swallow all my pride. Won't be nothing but a side piece. Catching feelings with my pipe dream, oh no. Sighting, she be feeling type of ways. I don't need nobody for the day. I just need somebody for the night. Been there and I never been the same. Been there but I'm not the one to blame. I just need somebody for the night. Shawty wanna use me, I don't need you no more. Shawty wanna use me, I don't really feel no more. Shawty wanna use me, I don't really care no more. Shawty wanna use me, yeah. Run it up, I'm mobbing. None of y'all niggas, they poppin'. Yeah, I know you do this often. I'm running out of options. I'm okay, I'm fine. I'ma swallow all my pride. Won't be nothing but a side piece. Catching feelings with my pipe dream, oh no.
Yeah, this is impossible to trade in. You can't trade in this. There's no movement. Just slowly grinding up. Slow grind up.
Is it me or no? 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 They don't even know me. Now they feeling different when the money come fast. I got lace low key. Shawty keep it down, I'ma be right back. I don't switch mode, yeah. Only switch names in sports, that's fact. I ain't pay notice. You know that won't play like me. Something that your money won't reach. Then she gave no love for me. Oh, yeah. You know that won't play like me. Something that your money won't reach. Then she moves so sexually.
I'm still here. I'm just waiting for some movement. So again, to recap, we want to look for a break of minimum. We want to look for a break of this orange for puts. It took me a while to identify, but it was the break of yellow for the calls. But we still did have break of green. Times like this is as a trader is where you have to exercise patience and wait for the setup instead of gambling on every candle. Wait for the setup.
All the greed and the lust, cause you want a piece of the pie, all that shit is bleeding me dry, I don't want your piece in the vice, hold it down for me, these I like bitches all the time, these days, I ain't even gonna lie, don't let me down, I've been throwing these hundreds on a dime,
We're still in this uptrend until we break until we break orange, but preferably underneath 576.01. That's what the answer is. You don't have to think anymore. We're in the uptrend until we break first orange, that's going to give you a warning. But when we go below 576.01, that's going to be our put scenario. Otherwise, we're in the uptrend. There's nothing more to think about. That is the answer. So if you want, just set an alert on your trading view, right click on the line, add alert, and your computer will tell you when you reach this level, and that's when you know there's been significant movement to the downside, to where all these have been stopped out, and then now you can go in and ride the wave down. But this stuff like this, you can't trade in here. There's no trade here. Just wait for the bigger movement.
Couldn't pull it up like me. Shit, I just tryna let my fall. Shit, I'm in the booth going close. Let it hurt, I got it on me. Let it hear, I got it on me.
Also, I want to give a shout out to the best restaurant in San Diego in Escondido. It's Alibaba's. The kebabs, amazing. Amazing kebabs. Let's look really quick. If we look at our... Let me go back and look. So this morning I put out to look for calls above 578.02, right? 578.02 is in the morning trading plan. So now let's go back. Let's see where we are. So 578.02 was literally on this line. Right now the price is at 578.64. So if you took that trade, there's no way to lose. You can't lose for the day. Where's 578.02? Okay, so pretty much when it broke this yellow on our trading plan is when I said to take the calls. If you would have just listened to the trading plan, calls above 578.02, you made money today. How much? That's on you. How long you hold it for? That's on you. I can't control everything, but from 578.02 to 578.95, that's almost a full point. That's almost a full point that we were clearly aware of 20-30 minutes before the market even opened. You knew exactly where to buy the calls. 578.02, hold on for dear life, you win. That's why we have a trading plan. Stick to the trading plan. You can't lose. You can't lose. And that's why I told you this morning, don't have a bias. Even though we saw this huge gap down or this huge dump in the pre-market, don't have a bias. Why? Because the market makers know exactly what we're thinking. They already know. And we're not here to try to outsmart the market makers. We're here to ride the wave that they're providing. So if you read the trading plan this morning, 578.02, you're in profit, right? And we shouldn't be trading 5, 6, 7, 10, 20 trades a day. You should have maximum 3 trades out of your day. Maximum 3 trades. You can't be over trading. You wait for the setup. What was the setup? When we form support, right? Here's a support. I even have a line right here at above 578.02, and that's what happened. Now, how much it goes, I don't control that. But you see, we're just clearly in. Oh boy, here we. All right, let's see what we got going on now. Okay, got some movement now. Now we got some movement. Let's see. By the way, Alibaba's the best restaurant, the best kebabs. The food is fresh. The bathrooms are clean. Escondido. If you're in San Diego area, I highly recommend you don't leave until you stop by there. Okay, we got some movement now. Let's see what we got. So we broke blue. For the Steven, it was break a blue for the puts. But it's been choppy, right? So I highlighted this orange right here. Let's see on our 5 minute. Okay, on a 5 minute, we're about to break. So this on the 5 minute. Okay, here we go. So on the 5 minute, let's see what we got. This is why we're patient. This is why we're patient and wait for the setup, right? On the 5 minute, it's about to happen right now. It's about to happen right now on the 5 minute. And this is why I give you multiple charts to use, not just one. You don't have to be focused in on this 1 minute candle by candle. Here we go. 5 minute broke. Now if you're looking for safety, look for that, right? But if you're trying, come on now. This is why we're patient and we just wait for the setup. You have to let it come to you. Because we're still in this uptrend until we break this orange. That's what we do know. But if you took break a blue, whoo-wee. Because look at all the liquidity blue built up. Look at all this liquidity blue built up. So it had some stuff to go down. Now let's see what we got. And then remember, even if it does break the orange, wait for a little, because you know it's going to retest it again, right? So wait for the break, retest, and reject of orange. If you didn't get, if you get in now and it dumps, then it dumps. My bad. But I'm telling you what the safety is. You can get in now on break of orange, which is also the break of yellow on the 5 minute. You're in profit right now on the 5 minute. If it dumps right here, then it dumps. But if you want to wait for safety, if you don't have the stomach, then wait for that. Because why? Why are we doing that? Because we're looking for a stop hunt. We don't want them to just stop us out and then continue like this. That's why we confirm with the break, retest, and reject. And we still haven't broken below the orange yet. So if we're just following this trend, buy calls on the bottom of orange. Ride it to green. But this is a 50-50, right? There's no man's land. We don't know what's going to happen. Is it going to break orange and then dump all of a sudden? If you want to wait for extra safety, then wait for 576.01. Why? Because that'll be the cup closed like this. Boom. And then you go in after the retracement. Very simple. You don't have to think too hard. You don't have to think too hard. This doesn't have to be difficult because we're just riding the wave that they're providing, right? So I told you, buy the calls and let's see if it hits green. See, look at all this liquidity built up in orange. Let's go. Let's go. If you're waiting for a deeper pull, there's nothing wrong with that, right? You want it to go deeper, pull back, and then nothing wrong with that. If it dumps from here, it dumps. That's a risk you're taking. So you got to have the stomach to hold. I'd say your stop would minimally have to be above this wick right here. Right? We want to protect against a stop hunt. So if you're waiting for this, nothing wrong with that. Or just wait for the cup to close all the way down here. Wait for the cup to close, right? We'll form another orange and then you get in on the break of that orange. It'll build in the blue, break the orange. Maybe somewhere down, let's see. Maybe something like this, somewhere down here. Break of orange, your trade's protected. If you're taking it now and you didn't wait for the retracement, your trade's protected on break of orange. I'll be right back.
I'm not concerned with them, I know you hurt some things. Look, I ain't perfect, I'm hurting, babe. That make two of us the way you purchase things. The surface level not serving us, I gotta let you in so you interpret things the way I meant. And may I vent based off the things you post online, I can't help but think you gotta stay off that. Embrace the fact I won't brace myself for no downfall, no they pray on that. If loving you will make me crazy, girl, then giving up on you will make a psychopath. I'm on my way, I wait out back.
I slightly adjusted the orange, so I'm gonna clean up the chart just a bit. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Give me some more. Give me a little bit more. Just a little bit. Now hold on to retracement. I'm gonna go to at least break even. So if it stops me out, I don't lose anything. But I can always get back in, right? So I'm gonna go to my break even. If it stops me out, that's fine. If I need to get back in, I can get back in. Let's see what's gonna happen. Let's see what's gonna happen. Big rejection wick, that might be telling us something if it closes red. If it goes above this dotted line, then I'm at my break even. Because remember, I told you your stop has to be at the top of this candle right here, right? This candle right here is where your stop should have been. Might have to cut it. We'll see. I'll be a little bit patient. If I break even, I break even. That's fine. But we want to see now if we're in this green. I might move it a little bit just to collect something. Just to collect a little something. To cover all the fees and all that stuff. I'm gonna move it slightly in profit. If I get stopped out, that's fine. I'm gonna move it slightly inside of profit. Might be losing steam on this, so let's see if we continue like that. I'd like to stay inside underneath the orange though. That'd be, obviously for me, that'll be beneficial. Okay. All right, we'll see if I get back in. We will see. Stopped out for minor win. Very minor, not even worth talking about. And this is why we waited for the break, retest, and reject. That's the reason right there. should have collected when it first did this first. Should have collected all the money I could have. But you can't look back now. That's fine. Didn't lose anything. Alright, I got a few more minutes with you guys. Let's see how we go. Let's see if we stay inside this green. We're back inside the orange. Stop hunted right here. Might have to 84% rule back in. So the 84% rule is, if the setup was the break of orange and it goes against you, 84% of the time when the setup presents itself again, meaning the break of orange again, 84% of the time it'll work, or it should be a winning trade. So because remember, I wanted to make sure we stayed inside this green. I didn't want to get above the orange. Okay. 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 Come on. Come on. Let's go. So I got in on the bottom of this candle right here once I saw the rejection. So I'm gonna go into like maybe a third inside of this candle right here. I'm gonna go to a third inside of it so I can collect something, and I'm just gonna let it ride. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. 84% rule right there. Come on. Give me a little more. Give me a little more. Easy money. Woo! Easy money. Easy money. Look at the easy claps. Simply amazing. Can't lose from here. Can't lose. No matter what happens, I can't lose. I went in heavy with the contracts too. I went in heavy, so it doesn't even matter. I'm still gonna come out with a pretty decent day. Let's keep going. Keep going. Keep going. I'm gonna start moving my stop probably to about here. Collect a little bit more. Hopefully this green candle isn't too much. Maybe another stack up to here and then another dip. I don't care. I'm gonna collect something because I missed out on this first one. I'm gonna collect something. Okay, if I get stopped out here, that's fine. I'm gonna collect a little bit more. I'm gonna move it. I don't trust it. Okay, that was fine. Good trade. Little scalp. I got filled probably on the bottom of this one, it went against me a little bit. I didn't get panicked because I had my stop up here. Once it went down, I started moving my stop. Technically, I should wait until the break of this green, but I didn't. I just took my money. If I need to get back in, the opportunity will present itself again. Just wait for the next setup. I'm so glad I went heavy on this. Heavy contracts on this. If I didn't go so heavy, I probably would have went. I probably would have loosened the stop to break even, and then see if it rejected underneath this yellow. And then yeah, I would have been stopped out there for break even on half the contracts. That's fine. That was a good trade. That was a good trade. Made some money. Some money's better than no money. That's what I always say. But if you're looking for the safety, it's going to be down here somewhere, right, for the puts. So that way we know all these people got stopped out, which will give us the strength to go down. Yeah, we're just stuck in this range here. It's okay. That was a good trade. I'm okay with it. Okay, I'm gonna spend another few minutes here. Let me look at the 5 minute. Yeah, that 5 minute hit on the break of the yellow. Let's see, 77.92. That was a full point. On the break of this yellow, that was a full point. And notice we're still inside the green, right? We're still inside the green. So the way you trade the strategy is on the break of this blue, you're trailing your stop along the green. But sometimes we just get hyper focused looking at each candle instead of taking a zoom out and looking at the bigger picture, right? So what's the bigger picture telling us? We need to get down here for serious puts. 576.01. I have it highlighted. And you have to ask yourself, are we seeing this play out like that? That's what you have to ask yourself. Or, so the other option is that we're just continuing in this. This is a stop hunt, like this. So those are the two scenarios. You got a 50-50 shot. So when I leave, I'll give you some setups. For the call scenario, you want to look for, you want to see this right here form some type of support to push it up. And on the put scenario, I told you what it is, right? This right here. Inside the green. You see how it's inside the green? This is easy. This is actually easy. Now, if we, here, let me clear it up. If we break this green, and start trading above back into the orange, then you got to think the other way, right? So break orange once, broke orange twice. Now let's see if we're going to get some continuation. We're still in this green. I told you, as long as we stay in this green, you're still in this downtrend. This green is the downtrend. If the green breaks, you want to see it break, retest, and reject somewhere. It's very simple. Very simple. And you gotta have patience for this stuff. You gotta have patience. Set alerts if you want to. Set alerts, right? Go to this, right click, add alert. It'll tell you what's up. Go to this one down here, right click, add alert. So you don't have to sit here like hoping the chop. You don't have to sit here hoping. When it does get down here, we want to see it test this green, right? And reject down. This is the short term. I don't know how long this is going to take to play out, or if it's going to play out, or when, but this is what it needs to look like, right? So when I'm saying that, I mean this could happen over here. Doesn't have to happen like right now. But break of orange, I had it highlighted before because I was gonna do the wrap up for the wins. So I'm gonna do that right now, and I'm gonna close out on YouTube, and I'll be in Discord in a second. Give me 1 second.